Hello, in my previous video I was demonstrating using of PVA, the water-soluble filament, and I showed a few examples where this method can be practical. For example, I demonstrated a method where the contact surface between support and the object is horizontal or near horizontal with the custom supports. And also I demonstrated a method where the supports are generated by slicer, and of course only a contact layer is in this water-soluble PVA, because you don't need that so many filament changes, and also you are saving this expensive material. That video was too long, almost half hour, and one important test couldn't fit there, and that's the Hilbert cube. It's an object based on Hilbert curve, which is one continuous line filling this space. And if you will search on internet for the soluble supports, probably you will see several results with this Hilbert cube, because it is some kind of ultimate test for these soluble filaments, because it is almost impossible to 3D print with the conventional method. It is very hard or impossible to remove the supports inside that object. You cannot go there with the pliers, and you cannot easily break it. This object line is very thin, and there is a danger that you will easily break the object itself. Theoretically, I could design this Hilbert cube in Fusion 360 with the custom supports, but I don't want to do that. I want to download one from the thingiverse and generate these supports with the PrusaSlicer, and of course only contact layers will be in this soluble filament, because I want to save the material and I don't want so many filament changes, because I am doing it manually, of course. I will not go into the details now, because everything is explained in my previous video. But let's see quickly the settings. So after I loaded the object, I raised the scale to 500%. And let's see the other settings. So the printer setting, first thing I I set the number of the extruders to 2, and then set the tool change G code to M600. And I changed the retraction when tool is disabled to 1 mm. Then okay, these are just printer setting. I raised the number of parameters to 4. Support material, important changes is this. So I don't want any contact Z distance, because it can be completely connected. Because this is soluble material, it will dissolve in the water. I reduced the pattern spacing of the support, and I left only one contact interface layer. So only one layer will be between the support and the object, which will be in this PVA material. And multiple extruders, this is very important setting. So support material raft interface in the extruder number 2, so only the interface material will be in this second extruder, which will theoretically be the PVA. And wipe tower, I will enable it for now, for the moment, because when the wipe tower is enabled, you can see the number of the tool changes. I'm not sure why it's not visible when the wipe tower is disabled, but this will be manual filament changes, so I am disabling the wipe tower. And so my primary material will be the PLA, and the PrimaSelect PVA Plus will be the soluble material which I will use. And let's quickly preview the printing, so you can see only one interface layer will be with this soluble filament. Printing time approximately 3 hours plus 1 minute, approximately less than 1 minute per filament change. Fine, let's print this. This is the first filament change from PLA to PVA. I tried to pull the extruded filament in last moment, then less material will extrude from the nozzle before it gets to the position. and approximately less than half minute. This is the second change from PVA back to PLA. And these are my last two filament changes from PLA to PVA. And after a few seconds back to PLA, and the rest of the object will be printed from this material. It's rounded with supports, but I hope when I cut it here and the soluble filament PVA will disappear in the water, then it will be easy to separate it, but I will see soon. Okay, let's put it in the water. Approximately 1.5 hours later, you can see the water became very foggy because the PVA dissolved in the water. And probably if I cut supports here, I can separate it from the object. It's very good feeling that I can see the supports is completely detached from the main object. All I have to do is somehow pull out from these channels the support material. I really love this cracking noise. I know this is again one of those useless 3D printings, but I really had fun removing these supports because it was very good feeling that they are completely disconnected from the object. All I had to do is just pull them out from these channels. It was really fun. You should try it. Okay, thank you for watching and happy printing!